We live in a world where essentially the distinction between what's global and what's local has been eroded. And that, to me, is the beginning of some wisdom about the world these young people are going to grow into.
The activity is to make a visual representation of a global citizen.
Global Kids tries to get young people in New York City public high schools informed about a variety of issues on human rights, on the Convention of the Rights of the Child, on global warming, the Kyoto Protocol, on the issue of war and torture.
Rather than just kind of doing a lecture, that could be very dry or, what they might be used to, we take a different approach.
How would you show this person helping different parts of the world?
Maybe the person is sick and they're lifting the person up, transporting them somewhere else.
We tackle respect on different levels, and starting with how the students interact with each other and really looking at the fact that they come from a lot of different places.
They use the techniques to bring everyone who is in a particular workshop together. They have to break into smaller groups. They break down the barriers. You can't hide behind the person in front of you. You discuss it, and then you present it.
This is a guide that represents millions of people. You see, he have mixed colors. He have brown, blue, red, white. That means there's no prejudice in our world. Like, we try to keep it as one community, as one person.
At first, I didn't know what to make of it because, it just seemed like we were playing games.
We get all the information and we all participate.
We were always moving around the room to demonstrate different statistics.
I had never learned that way before, so I was like, wow.
All of a sudden, the kids are developing this really positive, powerful insight into what's happening in the world.
The skills that our students gain most, confidence in participating and speaking publicly.
They become much more well-mannered. They learn how to relate to people on an adult level.
Things become accessible, they become understandable, and they understand that they have power to affect things.
Another major dimension is exposing young people to people who have expertise, bringing them to places like the Council on Foreign Relations.
You're not coming from the best neighborhood in the world, and you're going uptown to the Upper East Side. To these people who are knowledgeable and part of the United Nations and part of embassies and powerful people throughout the world.
The confidence of the kids in these conversations surprises me. They're much less tolerant of baloney than the general public and certainly the media of the United States. And that's all great.
It's nice to have a program for 20 young people in a school, but how do you grow it to scale?
The internet has become one of the most powerful forces in the lives of today's youth in helping to make the connections explicit between the local and the global. We figured out how to make a challenging game that's also fun. A game about poverty as an obstacle to education in Haiti.
But through the fun of an interactive game, have a chance to think about policy and how it can be changed by citizens.
These online projects become an expression of the issues that they care about today.
When I started Global Kids, it was an unusual idea.
I think that Global Kids understood earlier than many other organizations. Teenagers are active citizens now.
I think that I could change the world by not ever stepping out of Crown Heights. I think that knowledge is power.
It just gives me a way to be more confident about myself.
I say to my moms about something going on in Darfur, and she's like, "What's Darfur?"
Everybody I know graduated from high school, and they're all better people for having gone through the program. They're just better citizens. You can't really argue with that.
When I carry my leadership skills with me everywhere I go, I try to be a leader, not a follower.
I can't imagine a time when there's been so many pressing issues, whether it's North Korea, Iran, the Middle East, Iraq, a rising China, an emerging India, resurgent Russia, energy prices, terrorism, global climate change, avian flu, what have you. The plate is full.
As the demographics of the U.S. keep changing, I think it's really important that we're looking at how to nurture and cultivate a generation of leaders.
The hope is that with that deeper understanding and that deeper interaction with those issues, that they're walking into the global stage more powerful players.
These kids will be among our future citizens who understand that a democracy can't work without an informed public.
You'd almost say if a group like this didn't exist, this would be the time to invent it. Good news is the group already exists.